Talk about working. The first Starrcade that you worked was that '84 with Black Bart?
With Black Bart?
Yeah.
The brass knuckles match? Oh, God.
Match.
Well, number one, Black Bart's one of the greatest guys personally. Great guy, you know, he's a great individual. But the funniest guy is you have to bite your tongue when you wrestle Black Bart because all the little silly noises he makes when you whack him. You know, it's like, God, stop that, you know? Trying to be serious here, and every time you grab him and whack him, you know, and it was, but those were, Black Bart was good and fun. He was easy to work with. He could take a pounding from me. He didn't complain when I whacked him. And you know, it's like I teach my kids. If you're gonna hit him in the chest and back, hit him in the chest and back. They're grown men doing this business. You don't knock out his tooth, that's fine. You know, so he knew. Most of the guys, they, you know, in Japan they call me cemento, which means cement in Spanish. That's how solid I am. I grab a hold of you, you know I'm there. You know I'm there. I'm gonna have that hold and ain't going nowhere. So it's got to be believable to me. So I teach my kids that style. You know.
Let's talk about your match at the following Starrcade after that.
With Abby?
Run with Abby the Butcher.
Oh my God.
Mexican death match.
That, to tell you the truth, that was supposed to be top billing. Of course, that's when we simulcast Dusty and Tully and all that. So that Mexican death match was supposed to go on last and blah, blah, blah. And we're going to do the big Mexican match. But Dusty Rhodes had a habit of doing this. Me and Rude and Rock and Roll were main event. Then he changed his mind that night, and he'd be main event. Big deal. We got out of there early, hit the bar. That's my attitude. You want to be a star, go be a star. I know it's work. You know, I'm going to go hit the bar. You know, you're killing into my drinking time now, buddy. So if you want to go on last, good for you. Abby didn't like that. Abby did not like that. He thought he was going to get shortchanged. He didn't like it because he thought we drew the deal with the Mexican death, which is basically true. And I've had great matches before that with Abby. And I love working the big guy. And when he found out, he just went ballistic. I couldn't get him to stop more. I said, Abby, whatever. We're still, no, we're not. We're not main event. They won't give us our money. I said, because then you still got paid for your, what you do, put his butts in the seats. Excuse me. And he was that angry about it. And I said, dude, just go on. He said, okay, you just follow me tonight. I said, whatever, dude. You know, whatever you want to do, I'll do it with you. And he was just determined to have a match that'd be so good, nobody'd be left to watch the main event. And actually, that's what he did. He got angry about that, Dusty, and he did some. Brother, when I suplexed him, I couldn't believe he called it. I was laughing so hard, bleeding, laughing, going, you're a nutcase. I ain't doing it. And that ain't happening. It happened. And then people went crazy. And that right there was good enough to close the showdown.
Right.
It's good enough to close the showdown. Of course, then he took a monkey flip, wanted to do all this running up his back. I mean, he just went out. He went all out. He just couldn't stand it. He let him know. And actually what happened after we left the Omni, the people where we did it at the Omni, they were gone. They just stayed around. You know, once that match was over, Mexican Death Match was over, the whole Omni just about left. So they lost that audience to simulcast. You know.
Did you guys change up the match at all? You said you did a couple spots like that, but was there a different plan going into it besides being the main event? What was the idea for that match? The idea
to that match was he was going to have the greatest match ever. Whatever he had to do to get it over, he was determined to do it. There's a couple of times he got me mad because he pulled that fork out and stuck it in my well, we messed up something and ended up sticking it in my chin, dangling from my chin. You know, that, and he was just trying. The hardest thing for me was trying to get his head in the game. He was that upset. So we're doing this, so I was just calm down, dude. You know, let's go out here and just tear the house down. That was just basically, he just wanted to have the greatest match. And, you know, you don't see Abby doing those kind of things. Number one, that's what's amazing. He doesn't do that for just anybody. But he was so mad, and like I said, I've had great matches with this guy. He was determined to have a classic. And to me, and people watch that match, it's a classic. And everybody talks about the suplex. Oh my God, you suplexed him. No, if he didn't want it, it wouldn't happen. He unbelievable. He got it. See, so that's what he wanted. That's basically what we did. You know, it's just he was upset with Dusty. Me, I blew off Dusty. He'd been for 20-something years. I've been working with Dusty. I always got him mad. I was used to getting mad, so I didn't care.
Hey yo, say hello to the bad guy. And I'm smartening you up. You want to check out Title Match Wrestling? All the cool cats are.